I really want to look back on this in 90 days and say, oh my gosh, I actually did it. It's about to get real. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Danny. Today I'm challenging myself. So as most of you all know, most of you all came to my channel from a video that pretty much kind of went viral. It's like 350,000 views on it, but it was titled 1 Month Transformation, How I Lost 20 Pounds in 1 Month. And a lot of you all loved that video, loved to see my results from it, and decided to follow me, which I really appreciated. But there's a little bit of backstory regarding that video and everything that has happened since then. During that time, it was January of 2019 when I decided to go on that weight loss journey. During that time, I was very strict with my diet. Well, eating, not necessarily diet. I was also fasting during it, so I was only basically eating a plant-based vegan diet. I was doing the Daniel fast, and then that kind of switched into me trying vegan keto at that time also. I was very strict on working out every morning. I was at the gym every morning at 5:30 a.m. nonstop every single day. On weekends, I was there when it opened at 8 a.m. I was running consistently. I was lifting consistently. I was doing a lot of cardio. I was burning a lot. Sometimes I was working out twice a day, and I just built it kind of into my lifestyle, and I was very, very determined and motivated and focused. But the thing is, when I was doing it, I wasn't necessarily just doing it for myself. During that time, I was filming my journey, and I felt, well, maybe because I'm filming it, it'll help me hold myself accountable and, you know, kind of push me a little bit more. So I kind of got into the phase of, oh, you know, I have to film this. I have to do this because I have to film it. And that was kind of the wrong mindset. So when I released the video, I was like, oh, you know, these are my results. Like, I'm so excited. I lost the weight. And I was really excited because I did lose quite a bit of weight. Overall, I had lost like 23 pounds, and I had dropped quickly because I was strict. But I was strict because I knew I wanted to be able to film my experience. And in turn, the experience was great. I lost a lot of weight, and, you know, I got a pretty well-viewed video out of it. But I feel like after that, I just kind of started going down. The more the months came, the less I started to film, the less I started talking about my journey, and it just kind of halted. And my journey ended. I tried starting it back up again, and you all know that I came out with a video basically saying that I'm back. I'm back, and I'm happy to be back. And yeah, I was back, and then I left again. And I feel like that just kept happening. I kept coming back. To be honest, I just kind of fallen off completely, and I kept leaving. And in result of that, I gained weight again. I started gaining quite a bit of weight. I was working out pretty regularly and pretty consistently throughout the year, and this is throughout 2019. I was working out pretty regularly for the most part. I was going to the gym pretty consistently, but I was not eating as well as I could have been. So slowly but surely, I started gaining weight again because, as you know, working out is only about 15 to 20% of, you know, your lifestyle being healthy and wanting to lose weight. It only makes up about 15 to 20% of it. And, you know, I just was not eating as well as I should have been. So going into 2020, I was working out consistently. I started off at the beginning of the year fasting again, but I wasn't as dedicated as I was last year. So that kind of fell off. I was still fasting, but I wasn't doing the fast as I used to do. And I still wasn't, you know, eating right. I was trying to try fad diets here and there, doing different diet plans that I had seen and trying to jump back on keto again, and nothing was working. I couldn't keep up with the lifestyle. It was like I was trying one thing, then I would jump over to the next, and it wasn't feasible. It wasn't good for me. So all of that kind of came to a halt with me trying to do that and also working out when the world decided to have a global pandemic. I, of course, stopped going to the gym because I can't go to the gym, and I tried to continue to, well, I tried to eat well while during this pandemic was going on, but then I would fall short and get into snacking or eating whenever I wanted to, even when I wasn't hungry. And I started working out regularly while I was here, and then it just kind of stopped. And so I realized that I lacked consistency and I was lacking motivation for myself. I feel like I always had a reason outside of myself to get healthy, but I never was doing it really for me. And just over this past weekend, I was thinking, and I was also talking to my boyfriend. I was like, I really need a change. Something really has to change. I can't continue to keep doing this. Like, I feel just not myself. I've gained really all of the weight back that I had lost at the beginning of 2019, completely gained it back. And it was kind of embarrassing, to know that all of that work that I put in, although I wasn't necessarily putting it in for me, all of that work that I put in, completely lost it. And that good feeling that I had at the beginning of 2019 slowly but surely went away. So with that, I really had to have a come to Jesus moment with myself. I had to figure out what I wanted for me and what I needed for myself. I knew that I needed to get healthy. I absolutely need to be healthier. I'm not at the healthiest state that I need to be right now. I am not working out my body like I need to be. And I think with me, I feel like I'm able to conceal it so well because of how my body is already shaped. I feel like I carry weight differently. I feel like people don't realize how much I really do weigh and what my body really looks like because I am able to conceal it. I mean, I can throw on a sports bra and some high-waisted leggings and you would think that Shawty is just snatched. But in reality, that's not necessarily the case. And so I started really looking at myself in the mirror and thinking, why am I putting up this facade? Like, why am I, putting up these pictures of me in workout clothes when I'm not working out like I need to be? Why am I promoting, health brands when I myself am not as healthy as I need to be? And so I really had to be real with myself, acknowledge that I'm not where I need to be. I am not doing what I am promoting. I'm not, being as healthy as I encourage others to be as healthy. I would be responding still to this day to comments on people, encouraging people on their weight loss journey under my 1 month transformation video. And I'm not even upholding my own standards. Like, it just got to the point where it's like, you gotta stop being a fraud. And I feel like that's what I was doing. I was portraying something that wasn't necessarily happening. And sometimes you get to the point where you're like, enough is enough. Enough is enough with stop, trying to be something that you're not. Stop trying to show people, oh, I'm this healthy being. I'm promoting these healthy items. I'm promoting, a fitness line. I'm good to go, when in reality, I'm not. To be totally honest, my health declined. Like, I've been having health issues that I should not be having. I have developed, oddly enough, migraines that came out of nowhere, and it started off with me being dizzy and not being able to catch my balance and just always feeling tired. And then it moved into a severe migraine where just in the past 2 days I had been heavily dealing with migraines. I could not even see, I had to put down all of the shades in my house. I had to close all the windows. I had to really sit in darkness because I was like, I just am not well. I don't feel well. And it really got to the point where it was like, okay, Danielle, you got to shake this off. You got to keep it moving. You can't do this any longer. So with that being said, I decided to do this 90-day body transformation. This is not just Danielle is going to be losing weight. This is Danielle is going to be getting healthy mentally, physically, and emotionally. I'm mentally going to train myself to do what I need to do to keep my body happy and whole. I think that is the main thing. It's not just about me losing the weight, but it's just a total transformation. And so that's why I called it a body transformation, because I just totally want to transform my outlook on everything, my mental health, my physical health, my well-being, everything. And so that is why I decided to start this 90-day challenge. Yesterday was actually day one for me, kind of as far as just health-wise, eating-wise, but today was the day where I was like, you know, Danielle, you need this. This is something you really need to go after, and you can only do this for yourself. You can't do it for anybody else. And so I'm dedicating this to me, and I felt it was best for me to document it, not just I'm not just doing this journey just to create YouTube videos on it. That's definitely, I'm far from that. I am doing this more as documentation for myself so that I can prove to myself that I can do this. I can be a better me. I can be a healthier me. And so that is why I decided to film this and create a journey out of it. And hopefully I'm able to touch others as well during this. Hopefully others will be able to take this challenge with me. But overall, I really am just doing this for myself, and I want to be able to show myself, my future self in 90 days. I want to be able to look back at this video and say, oh my gosh, oh wow, I'm getting emotional. Oh, I cannot believe I'm getting emotional. Wow. I really want to look back on this in 90 days and say, oh my gosh, I actually did it. Because I feel like I've given up on myself so many times, and I owe it to myself to actually do this right. I owe it to myself to make this change and be a healthier me. Because I really have just reached my breaking point. I have reached my breaking point of holding on to this weight that I have on my body that should not be there. Not mentally being as healthy as I need to be. Granted, being in this pandemic has not been the greatest either for my mental health, but I have been trying. But I do want to do better. So that is the purpose of this challenge. So what is this challenge? What am I going to be doing during this challenge? So I've jotted down a couple of notes on what I want to be able to accomplish, what I can and can't do during this time, so that I had concrete things set in place that I could follow day by day, that I wasn't just going about this, you know, carelessly, not having a plan, because planning is everything. When you want to change your life, when you want to have a healthier lifestyle, planning is everything. And so that's what I knew that I needed to do. So I have a couple of notes down on what I want to be able to accomplish during this challenge. First, as far as when it comes to health and my physical body, I want to be able to lose at least 25 to 30 pounds. And although that seems like a lot, I was more comfortable with myself at the weight of being where I was then when I did weigh that. So right now, full transparency with you all, and I'm going to show also me measuring myself. But as far as my weight, today, May 6th, I currently weigh 195 pounds. I am 5 pounds away from being 200 pounds. I do carry my weight a little bit differently, so I'm going to look different at 195 pounds than others are going to look at 195 pounds. It's just how I'm built. I'm a solid chick. I've always been solid. My body is quite a bit of muscle compared to fat, but I do have fat that I need to lose. That's a definite. I'm not making excuses for myself for my weight, but I do know I do carry weight differently, and I do hold a lot of muscle in my body. I'm going to put up a graphic right here of what my current state of my body is. So my BMI, body fat percentage, and everything. I'm going to put that right here for you to be able to see where I'm currently at. And then at the end of this 90-day journey, I will show you all where I will be at, you know, in 90 days. And I'm hoping it's a significant change. 90 days from today is August 4th, 2020. So I look forward to coming on here on August 4th, 2020 and seeing what my physical results are going to be. During that time, I do also want to be able to tone up my body. I want to be able to tone up in certain areas, specifically my arms. I want to be able to tone up because they're not at all where it needs to be. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of all of that. I want to be able to tone up my legs and my glutes, get my booty right, you know, because she has definitely grown a lot during this time, I will say. But I do want to tone it up and just feel good. I want to be able to tone up my stomach because sis is not where she needs to be at all. So I want to be able to tone my stomach up as well. As far as my health is concerned, I want to make sure that I'm eating healthier. And I'm not just saying that to say, oh, I'm going to eat a salad every day. No, I want to make sure that I am putting good foods in my body. I can't continue to do these processed foods. I can't continue to eat out. I can't do these fast foods. It's just not good for you. And I can definitely feel when I've had it, because I feel just totally sluggish and I don't feel well. And so I want to physically feel good because of the things that I'm putting in my body. I want to be conscious of what I am putting in my body. That is so important. I want to be one with myself, and I can't do that if I'm putting trash in my body. And I really had to look back at all of the things that I was eating. I'm putting trash in my body, and my body deserves so much more than that. My body is my temple, and I cannot throw trash into my temple. Like, it's just not fair to myself. So I want to be able to eat healthier. I'm going to be, cooking a lot more. And although I have been cooking a lot during this time and during this pandemic, because I really have had no choice, I want to cook better foods, and I want to cook foods that, give me energy. I want to continue to put, vitamins and minerals into my body that give me the energy that I need, and just to overall feel good. I just want to feel healthier. I don't want to feel sluggish. I don't want to feel like I need to have a coffee every single day to get me through the day. Like, I don't want to feel like that. I want to be able to feel like, I am energized on my own just because of what I have physically been putting into my body. I also want to get active and stay active. I want to be able to make sure that I'm working out at least every single day, whether that includes HIIT workouts, whether that includes cardio, whether that includes some sort of weight training, it would be body weight training, whether that includes meditation and yoga. I want to make sure that I'm actively doing something every single day. So for the next 90 days, every single day, I'm going to be doing something. I don't want to take a break, because the minute I take a break, I stop. The first 3 days of starting something is the hardest for me, and then after that, I'm good. So starting today, I have to stay active and remain active this whole time, because again, my body deserves that, and I just want to make sure that I am staying on a routine, because once I get on a routine, then I'm good. But as people always say, it takes 21 days to, stick to a plan, stick to a routine. This time I'm doing 90 days. I'm not just doing 21 days. So I just really want to remain active and stay active. So the rules of this challenge for myself that I have jotted down, again, although this is for 90 days going up until August 4th, it's really for me to stick to a routine so that I can continue to do it for the rest of my life. I created these challenge rules to not be fad dieting type of rules, to not just be on a dieting or lifestyle that people are doing right now and it'll change in a couple of months. No, I want to be able to start this routine and start this off for myself so that I can continue on to this, and it's something that I can, maintain throughout the rest of my life. This is in no way me saying, oh, I can't, have a cheat meal every so often, or having cheesecake because I love cheesecake. This is not me saying that. I'm not going to restrict myself from completely every pleasure in the world. I don't want to do that to myself, because sometimes I do want a nice little dessert, or sometimes I do want a nice little cheat meal. I love macaroni and cheese too. Sometimes I want to be able to cook comfort foods, but overall I want to be able to maintain a healthy diet to where I can have that cheat meal and say, okay, I need to get back on it. Okay, this is enough for me. I've indulged enough. It's time for me to get back on. So that's when I want to be able to do. So the rules of this challenge for myself is eating whole foods. I want to be able to eat a whole food diet. I don't want to be eating a bunch of processed foods. I want to be able to eat foods that are good for me and giving me the energy and the vitamins and minerals that I need in order to sustain and live a healthy life. I am challenging myself to drink a gallon of water a day. As I said earlier, I'm going to allow myself one cheat meal a week, and not a cheat day where I just take a whole day and where I'm just eating. No, one meal. So I'm allowing myself one meal to have each week, and hopefully it'll get me in the mindset where some meals, or some weeks I don't even have to have the cheat meal because I don't miss it, but I am allowing myself one cheat meal a week to indulge in and to hop right back on it. I'm considering doing it like on Sundays for either lunch or dinner. I'll figure out what specific day that I can have it, but I want to have a set day that I'm going to have this cheat meal so that I know what I can look forward to for the next couple of weeks until I just don't think about it anymore. I'm going to make sure that I'm sticking, of course, to a caloric deficit. You can't lose weight if you're not at a caloric deficit. I can eat as many healthy foods as I want to, but if I'm eating more calories than what I'm putting out, then I'm going to continue to retain the weight, or I'm going to continue to gain weight. On average, I burn between about 2,600 calories to maybe 2,900 calories a day. So for me to be at a deficit in order to lose weight, I'll probably stick to between 1,800 to 2,000 calories a day just to make sure that I am at a deficit, but I want to make sure each day I'm at a caloric deficit. One thing that I wanted to be able to attempt to do, if I am able to do it the entire time, that would be great. I would like to start doing intermittent fasting again. I am going to try to get back into intermittent fasting because I did notice before when I was doing it that my body adapted to it well and it liked it. So I'm going to start off for the first month doing intermittent fasting, and if I'm used to it and my body gets used to it and it's fine with it, then I'll continue to do it. But I would like to do intermittent fasting also. So those are actually all the rules that I'll be following during this challenge. It's definitely going to be a challenge, and that's the purpose of this, is to challenge myself to get out of my comfort zone and to get healthy. So I'm actually kind of excited for it. I'm a little bit nervous because I think the big thing for me is I'm scared of failure, but sometimes failure is necessary. I've failed a lot in the past year with this whole trying to get healthy thing, so sometimes failure is necessary. Failure is what brought me to my breaking point, which is what brought me here now. So it's definitely going to be a challenge, but it's something that I definitely need. Each week, I am going to be providing some sort of update video on this challenge, really for myself to be able to see my progress so that I can compile it at the end and see the progress, but also for you all to be able to follow the journey with me. I would really appreciate you all just keeping up with it along with me, and maybe you all can do the challenge too. So that's why I'm going to be creating some sort of update. Probably every Sunday, I'll update some sort of weekly vlog or update on how things are going and my progress. One thing I will not be doing, I won't be stepping on a scale every day, and I probably won't be stepping on the scale every week. I'll give myself checkpoints of when I'll step on the scale because I don't want it to be discouraging. I don't want the number on the scale to be the only thing that I'm focusing on, so I'm not going to be stepping on the scale every single day. I'm going to be avoiding that every single week. I'll give myself maybe every 2 to 3 weeks I'll step on it to see my progress, but that's it. So starting today, I'm 195. Let's see what I am, and I'll give myself 2 weeks for the first time to see how I go, but I'm not going to be stepping every day. It's just not healthy. So that is the challenge. I know it's a lot, but it's for me, and so I will do a lot for me. I have to do a lot for me. I don't really have a choice. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you. If you've made it to this point, you're the best. I appreciate it. Please make sure to comment down below if you plan on joining me in this challenge. I would really appreciate having you all with me, or comment down below on things that you want to be able to change during this quarter, what you want to be able to change over the next 90 days. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.